Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about some serious stuff, which, well, I find it serious. And I think it's something that I should really bring forward to you, especially when you're still beginning your journey into Binance Smart Chain coins. Meaning the coins that I've been hyping, like the Golden Goose, and because, you know, there's so many other coins like this that are out there floating about. And I think I need to just keep you alarmed and, you know, make sure that you're investing safely and you know what's going on, right? So I'm going to go through this with you. If this sounds interesting to you, please drop that like, give me a subscribe. And guys, I need to dive into this because there's some important things that you need to know. Before I do so, I need to let you know I'm not a financial advisor. These are just my own personal opinions on the market. So please always do your own research before investing any money. That being said, let's talk, DeFi. Let's talk Binance Smart Chain coins because, you know, I've been hyping this stuff for a while and I absolutely love it, right? And, you know, I've been talking about the gooses. I've been talking about the ape swaps. And there's a lot of things that I really want you guys to pay attention to when it comes to these type of coins. But actually, before I do this, I want to do a special shout out to you guys again because I just reached my 20,000 subscribers. I think when I did my last video, it was on 19,700. Now it's on 23. So what is that? 5,000? No, 500 followers in the space of a day. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I said to you, I would be doing a giveaway. Guys, if you missed it, if you've missed the chance to put your comments in, this is the reveal today. I'm going to be doing it. We're going to find out who is the winner. I'm going to do that right now with you, and then we'll talk more on the DeFi stuff because I think it's important that I do this. So, coming to this comment picker. This is why I kept saying, guys, drop your comments. It doesn't matter if you didn't have your one Harmony, because I was given Harmony 1 tokens, right, for free. It doesn't matter if you didn't have that. As long as you dropped a comment, it's going to filter it for me. I've put here a filter duplicate users, meaning if you put it twice, it'll only find your name once, and then it's going to shuffle through. Get my words out. I'm not cutting nothing. It's going to shuffle through, and it's going to pick a random winner, okay? So here we go. You ready? 3, 2, 1, shuffling through. This is the winner. Prodigy. You are the winner. Your Nigerian mum impressions are as relatable as they get. Shout out to you. If you haven't found your Harmony 1 public address, I'm going to try and reach out to you. Give me an email. I'm going to leave my email in the description in this link, in this video, so you can email me. But yeah, try and claim it within 30 days, because if you don't claim it within 30 days, I am going to redo this again, and I'm going to look for another winner. So you've got 30 days, my friend, to come and reach out to me. Congratulations to you. Them Harmony 1 tokens are yours. Let's move forward. Something I need to bring to your attention, guys. Viking swap. Now, if you've been invested into Viking swap, you already know about it. But I recently saw some information yesterday, and it looks like they pulled the plug on their project. Which is weird because there's still some total value locked up here. Now, I don't know if this is people that are not aware yet. But, you know, I've gone on to their Twitter, and these are the things that I want you guys to be doing when you know, invest into these coins. Like I said, there's so many of these projects, and they all look the same, right? Because they're all forking each other. They're copying each other's code, right? So Viking Swap was a fork of Goose.Finance. And I looked onto their Twitter, and I also done a bit of research because they leave a little link here. So I clicked on the link, and this pops up. And, you know, they're talking about, you know, being very thankful for the community that they built and having, you know, 80 million total value locked up. That was their highest or something. And they were really happy because they were saying, you know, last week they were actually essentially running level with Goose.Finance. If not, at one point they were higher than Goose.Finance. But then they take it a bit further, because I was reading through all of this. And they say here, look, the Goose devs have purposely hidden the contracts for the front-end code that results in layered farming. Meaning Goose.Finance is protecting that mechanism right there. They don't want people to know the code. And I don't blame them because, you know, in order for these projects to really stand out, they have to do something bigger than what other people are doing or other projects. And, you know, I would be the same. If I managed to do something that I figured out and I wanted to stand above strong, I would do the exact same thing, and it's perfectly normal in this market, right? So, you know, they're saying that they want to pull the plug because they don't believe they can compete against it, right? So have a look here. It's been incredibly difficult to reverse the engineering of the code. And even if they could achieve it, we would we would only ever be a paltry, is that what they said? A paltry shadow of what Goose.Finance is already doing. So for them, this has kind of made them take a step back on the project. I don't know. They might come back in a couple of weeks and think of something else. But right now, they're saying that they're pretty much going to pull the plug on the project because they were a fork of Goose.Finance. So this is something I really want you guys to pay attention to because, you know, I've been looking at the Viking swap actual platform, and again, it looks just like, you know, Goose.Finance. It looks just like Goose.Finance, just different colouring. Looks just like ApeSwap, different colouring, yeah? And you see how all these look alike? They all look alike. And I believe, after reading this, right, I believe that a lot of coins, I'm not saying, I can't say which ones, right? But a lot of these coins that we're seeing here, some of them may pull back on their projects. And my reasoning for this is because if they can't compete with what Goose.Finance is doing with the layered farming, you know, this could open up a serious door for the DeFi space in the Binance Smart Chain, because, you know, they have to have an incentive to make you want to come over. Now, I know there's other things that can be done. I spoke to some of the devs on ApeSwap because I love ApeSwap. I really do love ApeSwap. But one thing I will say with ApeSwap is you have to really pay attention to their Telegram, things like that, because there's always things being said. And, you know, when you ask important questions that, you know, I believe are relative to the project, you know, you expect to get just, you know, nice easy answers without people being a bit funny with you. But it's all good. This is something you'll have to do your own research on. One thing I would say to do though is, you know, when you click on these projects, whether you're on Viking, ApeSwap, KebabSwap, whatever one it is you're on, Ramen Swap, I want you to just, you know, look into the info section and, you know, see if you can find some more information on the project. Find out who it's forked from. Because, you know, some of these, and the funny thing with Viking Swap is it's had an audit as well. So even though they've had an audit, they're still coming out and saying, you know, they don't think they can compete with what's going on with Goose.Finance. And they also said what I believe is going to happen. You know, a lot of these projects are going to fall back. And this is because they can't compete with the layered farming. Now, I don't know how successful this layered farming is going to be in the future. But one thing I do know is these guys are taking the time to really progress in their project. They got 2 audits done. And I liked the fact that they had 2 audits done. But now I know, regardless of the audits, you know, coins like the Viking swaps, they had an audit done, but they still didn't feel like they could stand strong against this. So there has to be a stronger incentive with these coins, and I think you should really pay attention to that. Look at where these coins have been forking. If they've been forking Goose.Finance, and when I say fork, guys, because there's like a lot of people thinking, what is fork? What is fork? Fork is basically saying copy the code. It's as simple as that. If another project has been copying Goose.Finance's code, they're going to run into a problem because they're going to be trying to look for this layered farming and Goose has hidden it. And this is going to make them take a step back, which means your money could be held back. Because if you have a look here, like I was trying to look into the armory, this is like basically staking. Yeah, you got farming, you got staking, and I was looking in the details, and the price of the liquidity was falling. Now, I don't know if people are still aware, but you know, these are things that people should be looking at, the liquidity, because this tells you how much money is being pulled in or pulled out. I'm sure there was millions in these at one point. I'm really sure. But yeah, I just needed to bring that to your attention because I think it's important. You know, Goose.Finance is really trying to take you know, their whole thing to a next level for me, and this is why I feel more confident in Goose.Finance. If you was a patron of mine, you would have known exactly what I was doing when I was doing it. I've dropped down my strategy for them, and they know exactly what I'm doing with these projects. They know when I'm taking profits. They know when I'm looking to buy it and things like that. So if you guys want to know this too, guys, please become a patron, because, you know, you won't be in this situation where well, fine example is this, where you're investing into these coins randomly, hoping that you're going to make some good gains because you see high APR percentages back. 1,000%. That does sound very enticing, but you don't want to be putting yourself in a situation where the project turns around and says, actually, no, I don't want to do this anymore. So that's something to think about. And if this is why I said in one of my videos as well, like I want to mitigate my risk as much as possible and not put too much money into all these projects, because you need to figure out which one is going to be the best ones. This is why if you're a patron of mine, you will see that. Anyway, I'm probably going to leave it here now. I don't want to go too much on this. Actually, one other thing that I like about Goose.Finance is they've dropped this thing called, right here, second generation auto compound vault. That is interesting, because they're looking to do this thing where you can auto compound your stake. Because what you do is let me show you this. Look at my nest, right? My nest here says I've received 0.935, but that doesn't automatically compound. And when I say compound, it means at the moment down here I'm staking 50. If this was to automatically compound, it would say 51.5, right? 51.54 or 51.551, something like that. Quick math, So this is interesting, because if they can pull that off, which is this, then obviously it's going to help a lot more. And then people won't have to worry about, keep having to restake and pay fees every time you want to stake, and, just little things like that, which may help. So look into that as well. Guys, please look in the info sections. Click on more, look at the documents, look at the GitHub, see which coins these guys are forking. Because if they're copying Goose.Finance's code, even if they're not, you want to pay attention to what they're going to be bringing to the project. Talk to these people on the telegrams, ask them questions. Don't be afraid to ask them. I ask, you can press the app button and look for the devs, the developers of the project. Ask them things. I think they've lost a bit of money as well, but ask them things that you want to ask, and don't be afraid. And if you feel like that you're not getting the right answers from them, then maybe you should think twice about where you're putting your money. Anyway, I am going to leave it here. If this was how... Actually, before I go, let's just take a look at the charts. This is the DAP radar, right? And this is the best place to go when you want to look at the DeFi space, because, like, again, there's so many coins and they're always showing new coins that are coming up, Profit Circus. I haven't checked that, but I was just about to go, but I don't want to go yet. I want to just quickly see what's going on with these other coins real quick. But yeah, this is a good place to check to see what's going on, what's new and things like that. But yeah, I would suggest doing it, and I'll have to look at this a bit more later. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Shout out to my Patreons. I'm just going to get my phone. Thank you all as well for watching. Really appreciate you. I can't believe I'm on 20,000 subscribers. That is mad. If you guys didn't see it and you like my African mum voice, check that one, because I swear to God, that video went on for ages. Me and my mum's African talk, we just went on for ages talking. So that one, yeah, hold on, talking too much now. Special thanks to Daniel Atkins, Toyin Oteri, Glenda, It's Time, Kora Black, SM, iDan, Tehseen Waheed, Tony Dam, Marco Costante, Scott Vu, Jazz, Azzawi, Michael, AJ, Frank C623, Clarence Dennison, Huncho Da First, did I get it right? Huncho Da First, Christopher Johnson, Jacob Adams, Mr. Anonymous, Captin Goodsmoke, Suraj Shukla, and Lewis Roach. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you all. There may be names that I haven't shouted out yet, or if you've heard your name and it's not in another one, it's because I've got pre-recorded videos, so it's all coming. It's all gonna sort of fall into place. But yeah, guys, check out my Patreon. I've got 7 tiers. Thank you. Get my words out. Thank you also for all the other Patreons. I see you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. Thank you guys again. Shout out to everyone. Wow. 20,000 subscribers for me, that's a big achievement. Thank you so much. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you all. Oh, please drop a like and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.